I got the Wltoys 12428B. This is the ATV side by side. Right now I got it on the table here. And I'm doing something a little bit different on it. As you know, this RC here, the diffs are unlocked. But what I'm trying to do with it, I need at least one of the axles locked. So what I'm about to do here, as I've already started, I've taken the front diff out, which is here. And I must say, they did a great job of putting grease on this. But yeah, we're going to lock this diff. So we're going to lock the front diff, and we're going to leave the rear diff unlocked. That way we'll have better traction in whatever terrain we're on, whether it be snow, mud, dirt, whatever the case may be. So that's what I want to do. That's my intentions. Like I said, I got some things I'm trying to throw at this, trying to get it where I want it to be. So, and this is the first part of it, is this diff. And the next part would be adding some more lights to it, just a few more lights to it, but nothing crazy. We're gonna change out the wheels, and we're gonna change out the ride of this. It's gonna have maybe a little wider stance for more stability, and may sit up a little bit higher, not very much with the wheels, so we'll see. So let me crack this open here, and we're gonna see what it looks like inside. I'll get back with you. Alright guys, so I got the diff open here, and as you can see, it has grease in it, but it's not a lot. So, but at least it is some in there, so it's not running dry. But we're about to clean it out and get all this grease out of here, because we're about to lock this, and we're gonna do it in the unfashionable way. Let me get back with you. Alright guys, so I got the diff open here, and as you can see, it has grease in it, but it's not a lot. So, but at least it is some in there, so it's not running dry. But we're about to clean it out and get all this grease out of here, because we're about to lock this, and we're gonna do it in the unfashionable way. Let me get back with you. Alright guys, so I've got them cleaned up. Got the diff cleaned up here. Got the grease all out. Got it dry. Letting that dry a little bit more. The pins here. The untraditional way of locking it, if you want to say, but I'm about to JB weld this. So I'm gonna mix these up, and I'm going to fill this baby up with JB weld in here. Sit those gears in. Sit those gears in once I get them back on their pins. I'm gonna put some on the bottom of this. I'm gonna put some on the bottom of this. Then we're gonna set the gears back in there. Then we're gonna put some more of the JB weld on top of the gears. Fill it up, and then put this part back on it and seal it up. And so if you do it correctly, it'll stop these gears from spinning inside the diff, and the whole diff will spin in one direction. So that is the purpose of this, and I'll show y'all what all you have to do to get this diff out of this buggy here. It's not very hard. It's actually pretty easy. Hopefully it's easier to put it back in as it was taking it out. Alright guys, I got the diff put back together. Got the JB Weld filled inside the diff, and it is locked already with stuff like that. So once it hardens, this thing is basically locked already with it stuffed with all that JB Weld. Now you could temporarily kind of lock your diff just by filling it with a lot of thick grease, and that would temporarily lock it. That would temporarily lock it, or kind of give you that lock effect. But eventually, over time, when that grease break down, yeah, it'll slowly start back getting into that unlock phase. So I've done that before as well too. Just stuffed it with a lot of grease on one of my RCs, and it worked for a while until the, like I said, especially with the heat, whether it be outside or the heat with the diff over time. But that grease breaks down, and then they started slowly unlocking. So anyway, we got the JB Weld in there, so it shouldn't break down, especially with the amount I put in here. It shouldn't have an issue. We should be good with it. So we're gonna install this back in the RC here, and then I'll get back with you to show you exactly how it all looks, and show you the screws and everything with it all buttoned back up, what all you need to take out, which, like I said, is very easy. So let me get this back installed, and I'll get back with you all. All right, guys, so I got the diff button back in. So again, like I said, you got these two screws at the top of the diff cover here, one here and one you can see right there, right here. Get some, there you go, some light there. So this one right here, as you can see, I don't know if you can see it, move my finger. So that one right there, and like I said, same one, this one right here on this side. All right, then you go to the bottom here, you got these two at the bottom, this one and this one. See it there? You take these two out. These are your two screws that go through your A-arm, and it has the nuts on the end here. So, and once you do that, you can just pull this whole piece out, cover come off. Your dog bones will fall out. Well, it won't fall out. It'll come out the cup. So, and that's what you want anyway. So, because these are CVDs that's in here, so they'll stay connected to the wheel. But that's it. So wasn't very long. I mean, it didn't take very long. Got it done. So now I have locked front diffs and open rear diffs. And so we're gonna button this back up, let it sit for some days, probably weeks before I even run it to test it out. Still waiting on some other parts. Once we get this going, basically what I want to do, or what I'm trying to do, is get this thing to be a more capable all-terrain vehicle, especially in like snow, mud, sand, and stuff like that. So it needed at least one of the axles locked, and so I went ahead and locked the front instead of locking all four of them. And with that being said, the next thing that be changed are the wheels, which I'm waiting on those. Also, we're going to, depending on, I'm going to see how the wheels are, when I put them on, see how they sit. And I may or may not widen it. I'm thinking about widening the stance of this, and this would give it a little more stability. So we may do that. And lights. So, but all right, guys, that's it for the Wltoys ATV I have here, and getting this thing ready for some snow mud action. So it's about ready. It's getting there. So All right, guys, y'all be safe. Thank you for watching. We'll see y'all on the next one. Yeah.